Alright guys, welcome back to Let's Play Luigi's Mansion. Last time we made some more progress. We captured the Clockwork Soldier portrait ghost, and we captured Soupy, the optional ghost of the 4th chapter. Now if you go here, you can look out the window, although it doesn't really do anything else other than that. So now we're going to want to enter this room. Now this is one of the more confusing rooms if you don't know what you're doing. What you want to do is open up all the treasure chests and find all of the ghosts that are hiding. So it's similar to hunting for a boo, but there's more to do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take this off just in case I'm back here and it accidentally decides to clog up the vacuum. Alright, so you can get a gold bar here and a lot of cash here. And I believe this room is a mandatory room, but the locked door back here in this corner is an optional room, I believe. So this has another ghost. Generally this room isn't too hard, but they do throw a lot of ghosts at you in this room. So you're gonna definitely want to be careful. Alright, and that's all the cash. I believe that's all the major treasure you get in this room. Alright, so you'll see these ones with maces. Now what you're going to want to do is attack it from, well, not attack it, but shake it from the side that's not where the side that the mace has on it, or from the front, because the mace will collapse when you shake it and damage you if you're not careful. Alright, so this is one of the harder ghosts. Alright, can't shake it from... Well, actually, you can shake it from behind. But it doesn't really help that much. This one, I believe, just opens its visor and does nothing. So I'll continue shaking these from behind. This is just a regular orange ghost, so nothing bad. No, I didn't want to leave. Hopefully that won't make the ghosts respawn. Alright, and this will drop the hardest ghost of the room. Well, not drop, but he'll appear out of this night. And that is the last ghost in the room, other than the boos that are hiding from us. There are 2 boos in this room, because one of the boos from the 3rd floor ran into this room. So, after you clear one of the boos, you're going to want to come back and get the other boo. Now this is a key to the basement floor. Alright, so now we're going to want to look for boo. And this is under boo. I don't know if this is one... I think this is one of the one that's signature to this room. He ran away to this back room. And I'm not sure if this is unlocked. Yeah, it is. Alright, so you're going to want to grab the boo. If you can, that is. And he went out here. So now he'll be in the Clockwork Soldier room, which is a bit better than where the armor was and stuff, because there's a lot more objects to get in your way there. So all in all, boo hunting at this point in the game is kind of tasking as far as how long it takes, but it's a part of the game that I think that will get you more enjoyment out of the game if you try really hard. Careful not to accidentally bump into them, because it will make you lose some coins. And we got a ghost. Alright, so I believe we have 3 left. Now I think back in the toy soldier room, or the Clockwork Soldier room, whatever you prefer calling them, the thing that's on the sensors is a boo ball. And once we capture these 2 boos that are hiding in these 2 rooms, it should go away. Alright, so the boo is hiding from us fairly formidably right now. Alright, yep, here's Boomerang, the guy that was hiding from us. Now, he is very hard, but if you can get him to less than 100 HP, he's generally not that hard, but that's just because he's on low on HP then. Alright. It's very hard to get them in these hallways because they're so narrow. I mean, there's really no hope of getting them in a hallway unless they have less than like 20 HP. Oh, he just barely escaped. And like I said, there's going to be 2 boos in this room as well because there was one hiding from us from the other room. Alright, let me grab this cash before I leave it behind. Alright. Now, there will be an optional portrait ghost in there, which we're going to get in a minute. I just didn't want to trigger the event with him until we capture this boo, which is probably one of the top 3 most annoying boos in the game, just because he's got so much HP. So I'm sorry if this point right now is kind of boring, but, you know, it's at the end of the game. We're just collecting the last of the boos, and once we get all those boos out of the way, it'll be, you know, pretty fun. Alright, you move as smoothly as water, my boy. Now send all the boo data you got. I'm not going to. Like I said, I think there's a boo ball in here, and the guy ran away to the other room, but I'm just going to trigger the bomb or the boo ball just so that the sensors come up blue so that we don't have to worry about maybe missing a ghost here. Alright, so I'm just going to ignore that. It's not really doing anything. Mario. Alright, so now we're going to want to go back to the ceramics room, I believe is what it's called. Ceramic something, it may not be called ceramic. I think it's Ceramic Studio, actually. Yep, now you're going to want to grab an ice element ghost while you're here, and you might as well get that mini mushroom out of the way. Alright, so now what you're going to want to do is I guess just kind of look around. It says, "Oi, you with the mustache? Yeah, you. What do you think of me? What do you think of my jar collection? Then, pretty amazing, don't you say? Well, well. We can't just let you look at them for free, now can we? No, I think not. If you'd like to view me jars, you'd best challenge me first. Fine with me. It's on then. See how many of me you can freeze with that ice, boyo. If you can freeze 7 of me, then you'll win. Righty right. But if you lose, mate, it's out the door with you. Righto, bring it on." Alright, so you're going to want to grab the ice element ghost as quickly as possible if you did not already grab it beforehand, and he will pop out of these 4 jars. So you're just going to want to run up to the jar and spray him with ice. I believe he comes out of this one next. He gets slightly faster each time, but nothing you guys can't handle, I'm sure. Alright, and he only appears 7 times if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so this is Jarvis, and like it implies, he lives in jars. Now, he is an easy portrait ghost, surprisingly, and he is optional, but like I said, I suggest getting all the portrait ghosts just for the most enjoyment out of the game. He is incredibly easy, so I'm going to get a gold frame on him, compared to the other ghosts, surprisingly, so yeah. So just make sure to suck up all of the pearls before they disappear. And here's even more cash for you to enjoy. this is Boocaster, but I'm not going to worry about him right now. I'm just going to suck up the money. All the money I can, at least. But there's still another Boo in here because, you know, just because that one was hiding from us from a different room. And this one's a bit easier. He does have fairly high HP, but nowhere near as bad as the others. And two of them are out here in the hall, actually, so that's pretty interesting. Alright, so both of them are going to go into the Clockwork Soldier room as well. Not that bad at all. And these will catch us up on the two Boos we are missing. Actually, I think I'm missing a third one from the basement, but we can get him. I think we're going to be able to get him next, so no worries at all. We're just going to try and focus on one Boo individually for now, making the capture process much easier. Alright, so we caught whatever Boo this is. Alright, so I'm just going to skip saving. And now I'm going to attempt to capture this Boo. Alright, we finally caught it. Thank you. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to the Clockwork Soldier room and double check that we've got the Boo. I will meet you guys back at the basement to show you where to go next. So now I'm just going to walk to the Clockwork Soldier room really quickly and see if it's blue. And it is. So I will see you in the basement. Alright, so we're back here in this room in the basement, and we are going to want to go in here now. Now, here is another room. Now this one does not have a portrait ghost in it, and you're going to want to soak up all of the ghosts that you can, including the little green ghost, so that you clear out the room. So now we just need that red ghost. And we've cleared out the room. So it was an incredibly simple room. I'm going to freeze this first because you want to... Okay, that was weird. I didn't know the ice element ghost could freeze you. Oh no, I stepped in this, which I believe is liquid nitrogen. It's quite odd. Alright, so here is Booby Hatch, which is where, the one that escaped from us in the basement. Now this one is quite annoying because it will go back into that other room, and you have to keep going back and forth between the dust room and the breaker room. So you want to try and get him in the room as quickly as possible. Alright, so he says I'm moving as quickly or smoothly as water. Alright, so here's the other Boo, Bouffant, or Bouffant, I'm not quite sure. And you're going to want to suck him up. He's the last ghost that I believe has 300 HP. This is one of the more annoying ghosts because, like I said, you have to keep going back and forth between that room and the room with the dust in it because he escapes all the time. So I'm going to try and lure him back into the room we were just in so that it saves me a lot of time. The pipe room, that's what it's called. So I guess this is where plumbing is. Alright, so that makes him appear. He's only got 100 and some HP left, which is not bad at all. and he unfortunately escaped, but he's got low enough HP to where we should be able to capture him even in the hallway. Yep, so using the gravity panels definitely is the faster way. So I'm going to keep him from going back in there. So we want to enter the pipe room. Ow. Hot. That's why I have to be careful in the hallways, because of those exploding ghosts right there. Alright, we finally captured one of the harder ghosts of the game. Alright. He seems that small... yeah, so basically he says that the smaller ghosts that aren't boosts seem to be created by a portrait ghost called Van Gogh instead of Van Gogh. So what you want to do in this room is, you could do this if you didn't want to chase the boo around first. Turn this valve and it will shut off the water flow, which will allow you to access the treasure chest. Which has a key in it. I find it funny how his nose wiggles when he moves his head up and down. Which allows us access to the final room in the basement until later. So, yeah. Let me check my time. Yeah, we're pretty high up there on time. So next time on Let's Play Luigi's Mansion, we will enter this next room and see what awaits us. Will it be a portrait ghost? Will it be more boos? I have a feeling it's both. So, this is the Blade Gamer. See you next time.